Yeah.
Nah, that's what's up. Yo, I want to ask y'all, you mentioned about TikTok and just about the ordinance of what's going on in our culture right now as far as like making a product or creatively making a product. I want to know from both of y'all, what do y'all feel about the whole stigmatization about microwave music and what's timeless? What does that look like for you in 2025 per se? When you're creating, when you're in the booths and you're creating, what does that come to mind to you? Whoever wants to jump in and answer that.
For me, timeless in the booth is like something that is like, it gives you chills. Like the first time you hear it, like when you first listen to a beat, it's like, whoa. Like if I felt it, I know somebody else is going to feel it. So then it's like through generations, it's like you got to make something for everybody. You can't just you can just stick to one thing if that's what you want. But if you're trying to be timeless, you need to address all crowds because everybody loves music. Everybody's going to want to tune in, but you have to make something for everybody.
So, you know, for me, it's like, and just speaking from the artist standpoint, sometimes we don't even know what that song is.
Right.
We just making the music. You know what I'm saying? And then you got certain songs by big artists that was given to them. They didn't write that song. And they say it in interviews. Yeah, when I got this song, you know, I liked it, and, you know, I went in there, I laid it, and everything was good. It was a success. And I can name, I think, even in the club, if I'm not mistaken, 50 Cent, he got that song from somebody. That was like an inside thing. So I don't really know what makes things timeless. I really just feel like it's about you as a person and how the people gravitate to you.
Right.
And whatever you're trying to sell to them based off of their perception and how controlled things are. So if you can kind of break that for like 2 seconds and have people focus on you, then we talking. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, it's like, you feel me?
Yeah,
you gotta know, like,
you speaking.
You know what I'm saying?
You cooking. You chefing.
You know,
you chefing, dog. You chefing.
So that's why if the streets is something at a high demand, it usually picked up real fast. You know what I mean? Because the people kind of really decide that too. But if it ain't something that was already set in stone, then it has to be addressed a certain way, you know? And, you know, the right things are put in place to make that song timeless. You feel me? To where it's passed over into the next generation and generation and generation. You know, that's just doing good business for real. You know what I mean? I feel like if Michael Jackson had, you know how much people out there make timeless music all the time and nobody don't know about them?
Right. It takes a while.
No, just nobody don't know, not know at all. Nobody's never gonna hear about them. Michael Jackson did great business. Like, you know, he had a good team around him, even though, you know, the stipulation with the father stuff. I'm just saying that was the great team is the backing of making the songs timeless, making the right deals. You know what I mean? Setting up signing the right contracts, doing the right things, pushing the music in the right areas, and making the right moves throughout your career. Feel me? Because without that, it could be a hit. But you ever heard of the hit of they going tomorrow effect?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like Trinidad James, I'm pretty sure if he was still relevant to this time, gold, all of my watch is timeless.
Right.
People still wearing shit like that today.
His song is still played. You know what I'm
but
saying?
not as much. You
Well,
know what I mean?
If you figure it's sporting events.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But I've watched 50 Cent go diamond off of in the club. And that's not because it's just because of where it's being played, like you said. You feel what I'm saying? So we got like Fox 5. You gotta just pay attention. You hear the song in the background. There's just a lot of shit that go on that makes songs timeless.
Nah, that's
in my opinion.
Nah, hey,
no shade.
Listen, nah, it ain't about shade. we here chopping it up. It's creatives chopping it up. We chopping it up. Y'all chef